Now, I've worked with a lot of children who don't put a coat on when they go outside. So for some children and adults with a sensory processing difficulty, this can be related to their sensory processing. So to transition from inside to outside, where temperatures generally are very different, so inside's warmer and outside's colder, in the winter we need to try and encourage them to put on coats. We don't want to get them to get ill. So we need to recognise again what sensory system it's related to. Is it because when they're outside they can feel their skin, so they can feel their body? If you think, when we get cold we get goosebumps, and when you get goosebumps you can actually feel the whole of your arm, can't you? Whereas when I'm not cold, I know that my arm is there, that's my proprioceptive sense, but I'm not constantly feeling it because my brain's telling me I don't need to be aware of it unless I start moving my arms around. So when I'm cold, I'm feeling all of that part of my body all the time. So it could be that they're doing it to seek proprioceptive information. It could be related to their tactile sense. So our tactile sense also includes pressure and pain and temperature. And even though sometimes it can be internal, it can also be external. So it can be relating to our tactile sense. If I don't feel the cold, it might be a under-responsiveness of my tactile sense. So I would need to then teach to put on something cold, and by giving lots of opportunities with cold things, so we could have some sessions where we're playing with ice, and then we might have a session where we're playing with a heated pad or a warmed up pad or some porridge, something warm. We can then start to stimulate those receptors to encourage them to be able to then process hot and cold. Once they can then recognise that for themselves, then they're more likely to know and to remember that when they go outside they need to pop their coat on, regardless of if they feel the cold or not.